This is what makes the Mohawk Valley such a special place to live. Family, farming, and food, it all comes together right here. Today, we're in Westmoreland at North Star Orchards, a farm that's been in the community for generations. As you know, it's apple and cider season, so we're gonna have a little fun today. Come on inside with me and join some of my friends so we can see what it's all about. RoAnn.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
I've seen you quite a bit the past few weeks.
Yes, we have.
If anyone missed it in July, RoAnn and I did the Great MVL Ice Cream Tour, and in October we're doing
Cider and Donuts.
We are. So this is actually our third day out.
Yes, it is.
Right? And we're here at North Star Orchards to taste the amazing cider and donuts. We're so excited.
So looking forward to it.
Yes, we have room for one more stop,
yes,
right?
we do.
If fall had a flavor, this would be it. Warm cider donuts straight from the fryer. It's not just a treat, it's a Mohawk Valley tradition. This is what everybody waits for. It doesn't get more local or fresh than this. We are here where the magic happens. The donuts just came out of the fryer. They're being dipped in cinnamon sugar. RoAnn, are we ready to taste?
I'm certainly ready.
We're here at North Star Orchards in our back refrigeration storage. This is where we park all of our apples that come directly from our orchards. We grow over 60 acres of apples and have 16 different varieties. We sell fresh eating apples. We also have baking varieties. We have the retail store as well as You Pick apples and You Pick pumpkins. We just finished yesterday pressing about 500 gallons of cider. So we're gonna go ahead and grab a couple bottles and bring them over to Carrie and RoAnn.
RoAnn, did you know before we taste this that this was just pressed yesterday?
Oh, wow.
All right, you ready?
Yes. Delicious.
So good. So good.
So sweet.
Cheers. They are still warm.
They're still warm.
Delicious.
Delicious. Wow.
Thank you for joining us on the Great MVL Cider and Donut Tour. And RoAnn, thank you as always
This was fun.
for joining
Lots
me on
of
these
fun.
adventures. And here's to the next one.
Here's to our next one.
And don't forget, pick up the October issue. You can find where to get it, MohawkValleyLiving.com. And that's a wrap for our first episode of Mohawk Valley Living TV. Thank you to RoAnn and Jonathan and the entire Joseph family at North Star Orchards, and to Joe Benson from the Utica Comets and Jill from New York Sash. And especially thanks to Erica and Bryce Lamberto at Calabria Coffee for joining me on this inaugural episode. Be sure to pick up the October issue of Mohawk Valley Living magazine and tune in next week for another episode of Mohawk Valley Living TV. The October issue is out. The October issue, Top Doctors. However, we have a special segment in honor of Women's Small Business Month, and we have Carly featured in Women in Business. So, I'd like to talk to you about a little bit about that and kind of your experience in working in business. And especially, I always love to look at women working in businesses that maybe aren't traditionally navigated by women, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how else to say it, but cars, auto,
Right.
trucks, the whole
Yes,
thing. A lot of people think it's like more of a man's business.
Exactly,
But,
yes.
this for you is a family business. You've grown up around this, right? When are your first memories of walking into dealerships? I mean, tiny?
Oh yeah, definitely. It was. Probably was a baby, which I don't remember, but like early childhood memories. I remember, maybe like 3 and 5 years old, visiting my dad and my grandfather and my great uncle.
Yeah.
My dad kept their office exactly the same, so it's at United Auto Sales, our used car store.
Okay.
But yeah, I always remember going in there. We'd say hi to all the girls in the office.
Yeah.
They'd give us candy, and we'd get a couple quarters for the vending machine.
Yeah. So good memories.
Great memories,
candy
yes.
and snacks.
Exactly,
And,
yes.
And your grandpa. I mean, those are all
Exactly.
3 amazing things when you're a little girl, right?
Exactly, yeah. So it's been our whole life.
Yeah. So when did you realize you were going to join the family business?
So it wasn't until later in life, actually. I never really gave it too much thought. But mine and my brothers, our parents were always very supportive, and they never forced it on us. So they're like, yeah, do what you want to do. So I didn't, after graduating, I moved away. And then later I ended up meeting my husband when I was living in White Plains. And then moved back home and was just I was just searching for jobs in the area, and then just kind of looking on our own websites and everything and our own social media pages. And I was like, I could definitely, make a difference here and help. So I put together a whole plan, pitched it to my dad and Steve.
Love it.
And had everything laid out, like sample press releases, like what I think the websites could look like. Not all of the stores had a Facebook page even. So just gave them tangibles of what I could do. And then, I had to sell them on it, I have to say. At the time,
love that, though.
at the time it was 2013, and there still wasn't a whole lot of, people, I don't think people put a whole lot of weight into like websites or social media presence, things like that. At that time, it was just getting bigger.